Okay, so I just read about this Neovim plugin for Amazon Q Developer, and it integrates chat functionality and inline code suggestions. Pretty neat, right?
Yeah, that's actually fascinating. So it means you can chat with the AI while coding. That could really streamline the workflow.
Exactly, and the cool part is you can authenticate even without an AWS account using just a Builder ID. How accessible is that?
Right, but isn't it a bit concerning that relying on just a builder ID might pose security issues?
That's a valid point. I wonder how robust the security measures are if so many users can access it that easily.
Yeah, so they do mention IAM Identity Center authentication for more secure access, which is good.
But it's interesting that both options are available. That flexibility could attract a wider user base, don't you think?
Definitely. And the idea of running everything in Neovim, which is so beloved by devs, adds another layer of appeal.
Speaking of Neovim, the quick configuration setup sounds super user-friendly. Just a few lines of code and it's up and running.
Yeah, and since it's in the LSP format, it should work smoothly with most completion plugins. Makes it even easier for developers.
But wouldn't that create a potential dependency on these plugins? If they get outdated, wouldn't it affect the functionality?
That's an interesting concern. Keeping everything updated could be a hassle for some users. It's a trade-off.
And what about that feature for inline code suggestions? That's a game changer.
Absolutely. Imagine coding in Python and having real-time suggestions pop up. It could speed up development significantly.
But do we know how limited these suggestions are? Like, are they based on just specific file types?
Good question. They mention it's limited to certain languages like Python, Java, and TypeScript, so it's not universal.
Right, that could frustrate users who want support for languages like Rust or Go.
True, yet the fact that this plugin is still in its experimental stage could mean there's room for improvement.
Exactly, and it invites community contributions, which is awesome. It could evolve rapidly with user feedback.
Speaking of feedback, what do you think about the command structure? It seems to have some intuitive mappings.
Yeah, having commands like Amazon Q for chat and ZQ to append text sounds convenient. It saves time.
For sure, but I wonder how intuitive it would be for someone new to Neovim. Would that be overwhelming?
That's a fair point. There's a learning curve with any new tool, especially with complex command structures.
Still, with clear documentation and examples, I think users would catch on quickly. Neovim users tend to be tech-savvy.
And can we talk about the potential for collaborative coding? Imagine multiple people using the chat feature.
That would be amazing. It could transform remote work, making real-time collaboration feel closer.
Exactly, though, how do you think they'd handle multiple chat inputs? Would it get chaotic?
I'd hope they implement some intelligent conversation management. Otherwise, it could turn into a mess.
Agreed, but overall, the potential of this plugin seems really exciting. I'm curious how it evolves.
Same here, and it poses so many interesting questions about the future of coding environments.
So combining AI with tools like Neovim could redefine how developers interact with their code.
Absolutely. There's so much to consider about AI's role in coding. It's just the beginning.
Right, and I'm left wondering how far this could go in terms of deepening dev efficiency and creativity.
Definitely. It's about making coding more intuitive and less of a chore. What a fascinating space.
So what do you think will be the most surprising use case that emerges from this?
I could see something wild like a real-time debug chat, where AI suggests fixes as you code.
Whoa, that would be revolutionary, but I guess we'll have to keep an eye on this plugin's journey ahead.
For sure, technology always evolves, and I'm excited to see how this one grows.
Totally, I guess we'll be hearing a lot more about the intersection of AI and coding tools.
No doubt, it's going to be an adventure watching all these innovations unfold.
It really is, and it reminds us that staying adaptable will be key for developers moving forward.